Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sun's about to rise. This Big Mark coming at you with the real in your face. As always, before I get started, I just forgot a few partners yesterday. Victor Hargrove and Vern McKent and Noel Lee. Man, y'all looked out. Y'all looked out. Appreciate you. I never ever have asked for subscribers because I was doing this for my family for real. For my nieces and nephews. And this is the only way I could get to them to heal my family. But I thank you subscribers on my YouTube page. Y'all coming out of nowhere. Yo, Marie Taylor. My sis, Rialto. Much love. You always commenting. Much love. Hey, let me get down to business. Back to business. 1984, I was riding with a partner. We moved this girl from Highland to Ontario. She worked for the sheriff's department. He was retired military. I was 20 years old. First time smoking crack that night. We moved her to Ontario. After he moved all the stuff out, she put him out. And she used him, so I'm down there just smoking crack while they up there fighting. I'm not caring. Next you know, I see him dragging her down by her hair. Downstairs, literally. Drug her to the truck. Come on, Mark. We finna kill this bee. We finna violate her and we finna kill her. I'm like, dang, man, I didn't sign up for this tonight. So, Highland was a long stretch before they put that highway, almost like you can go all the way from darn near Ontario all the way to Highland. And so we riding down Highland Avenue, and he's smacking her with the butt of the gun, punching her in the face while we're driving. I'm sitting on the passenger side, she in the middle, he on the driver's side. So he brutalizing her. So I whispered to her, I said, when we get to a red light, put your head down, I'm going to punch him in the face, and we're going to jump out the car. So she was like, okay. Man, we kept hitting green lights after green lights after green lights. So finally we hit a red light. She put her head down, I was about to swing on him. He snatched her head up, backhanded her in the face, blood flew. B, keep your head up. I'm like, dang. We ride, man. I'm like, we was hitting green lights forever. So then we pulled up at this liquor store. We passed like Highland and Sterling. If you keep going up the hill right before you get to Highland, it's a liquor store on the right if it's still there. But we pulled over there. She crying and bloody said, man, I'm finna go in there and get some papers. We finna come out. We finna kill this bee. The woman crying, bruised. So I said, I jumped out the car and I went in the store. I went to the shelf and grabbed a bottle of Boonesberry Farm wine. I said, hey, Willie. He turned around. Wow! I hit him in his head. He went out. I ran him behind the counter and pulled a gun on me. I said, sir, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. There's a lady out in the car. He kidnapping her right now. He kidnapping her. Please, I'm begging for my life. And he said, I know this nice man. I said, sir, I promise you, just look out there. Call the cops. I promise I won't run. Just call the cops. So he called the cops. And I seen Willie starting to get up staggering, so I got outside the door, and I just held the door shut. He looking at me. His whole shirt is red. He had a white shirt. Whole shirt was red. And when he got up, he was like, Mark, don't hit me with that bottle, Mark. Don't hit me with that bottle, Mark. He ain't know he had been hit already. So then he looking at me. The lady in the truck don't know what's going on. So next thing you know, I see a sheriff, a city car, a highway patrol, a fireman, and an ambulance pulling up. Here come the cavalry. So I'm waving them down. Yo, right here, right here. They pull in. They asked me what happened. I told them whoop-de-whoop. They went in there and talked to him. And the man behind the counter said, all I know is this man came up here and hit the man in there with a bottle. So the paramedics went in. They brought him out on a gurney. He had a 4-inch gouge to the skull. When they pulled him out, she jumped out the truck screaming and started hugging the gurney with him on it. And I'm looking at him. I'm telling them what happened. They said, well, sir, we can't get a statement from her. All we got is this statement. She's screaming, baby, baby, baby. Now, mind you, what we just went through. So they said, I'm sorry, sir, but we got to arrest you for assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder. And in Cali, you got the felony tanks. They going to put you where your charge is. So, they put me in with murderers and, where I'm supposed to be with my charge. Man, make a long story short, she worked for the 3rd Sheriff's Department. He was retired. When you have an assault like that back in the day, they would take everybody to the hospital first and drug test them, see if it was drug related. Nobody showed up for court. 3 days they had to cut me loose. Long story, but I made it short. I'm going straight to the point. That lady was being brutalized, and she cried for help. But when I helped her, I ended up going to jail. So I got a message to you young ladies who are in abusive relationships. That you continue to stay in them. Don't call nobody unless you are ready to make a move. Because what happens is, not only do you make somebody choose sides, but then when they try to save you or do something and it end up being an altercation, that guy end up getting hurt, then you end up back with him and it makes you look like a fool. Man, when they locked me up and said this is for assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder, and I watched her as I pulled away hugging that gurney, I was like, I'll never get involved in no domestic stuff again. And if you do have to call somebody, look, make it plain. I just want to vent. I don't know what I want to do. Don't call, I hate him. I'm leaving. I need some help to get out of here. He's killing me. And then your brother, your uncle, your cousin come over, put them hands on him. Next thing you know, you jumping on him because he's beating up your abuser. Until you are ready to make serious changes in your life, that bed you made, you need to lay in it. Now, the truth be told, you need to get up and walk away. I don't know what will hold a person there, especially if the abuser don't go get help. Now, if he gets help and you love him that much and you want to stick by him, fine. I'm with you. I'll support you 100%. You see, he's going to get help. He's getting anger management. He may be taking his meds. Whatever it takes. But you calling people, getting them hooked up in the mix. And next you know they jacked up because they trying to play Captain Save a Woman. This is not how we supposed to do it. Short but sweet. I've been through this before. I ain't trying to go through this again. If he gets help and you love him that much, hey, more power to you. More power to you. But when the abuse is that severe, and I'm sorry is all he has to say for you to come back and take more abuse, you're going to end up in that boat by yourself. And ain't like that boy that cried, woof, woof, woof. Ain't nobody going to come help if you don't see the light. This is the type of stuff we deal with every day in the hood and in this world, in America. So, just food for thought. This Big Mark hollering at you. And remember, falling is a lot like flying. Till you hit the ground, So keep your head up. Peace.